Morning YouTube, just getting a little bit of polish on this chrome. Starting to look a bit dull since it's been sat in here for most of the time. I did have that little issue the other day when I had a ride up to B&Q's, but other than that it's not been out at all really. So I thought I'd give it a bit of a clean up in readiness for the end of March, when hopefully we can all start getting out a little bit more. All I'm using at the minute is auto gleam. Doesn't really need any solvo on it. It just needs to get the surface shiny again. Coming up quite well. Won't be long now, 29th of March I think it's going to be when we can start getting out and about a bit more, and I'm hoping to perhaps have a little run up into the Dales sometime soon after that date. Fingers crossed that things don't change, but it does look like the French trip is definitely off. I've not heard anything as yet as to whether or not there's an alternative being put forward, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. Not really that bad actually, the chrome. As you can see, I've been doing a bit more work in the back of the garage here. I've got a pegboard on there now with all the tools nicely laid out, and it came together quite easily. The packaging for that little pegboard was enormous, of course, but the cardboard will come in handy. I'm sure I'll be able to use it somewhere for covering something or whatever. I recently also sent an email to Royal Enfield. I'm hoping I can arrange a test ride and a bit of a review on their new Meteor that's come out. I believe it's a 350cc cruiser style bike, which looks interesting. It's not going to be the most powerful thing in the world. It's certainly not going to have what this old girl's got, but it could be a decent sort of beginner's bike for somebody who wants to get into this sort of thing. Or maybe even something for someone who's going down from an enormous great thing to something a little more user-friendly. Anyway, they haven't replied as yet, but then again, with the restrictions that are on at the minute, I doubt they've had a chance to look at emails, but we'll see what they have to say. The issue that I had with the kill switch seems to have sorted itself out. Every time I've come in here to fire it up, it's fired up first time. The fuel injection's kicked in straight away without any issues. So I'm hoping that that is resolved. Noticing a few little bits of surface rust on the chrome down here on the gear lever. Bit of polish should sort that out. Yeah, that's got it. One thing the AA chappie did, he left a lot of dirty fingerprints all over it. How dare he? Can't complain really. He did do his best to get me going again. Now one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be very careful how I polish around that kill switch. I don't want a repeat of what happened before. Hope you're enjoying seeing the top of my head. Sporting the lockdown hairdo. Can't wait to get a haircut. Now, I don't know if it's as a result of my showing a video of the place, but Roundhay Park apparently got into the news last night, or the other night, simply because so many people went there, despite the lockdown restrictions, that the council had to take issue regards people's parking. People were parking on the road round there, on the pavement should I say, to the point where it was almost down to a single lane down the middle of the road. I know we all want to get out, and I know the sun comes out, and I know it's great when it does, but really that's the kind of thing that we should really avoid doing. It's a bit of a worry when you see so many people all together. And this virus hasn't gone yet, it's still out there. Well, I thought I'd stop polishing the bike now for a few minutes and just show you around what I've done with the garage so far, give you a proper look at where everything is. It's not quite finished yet, but it's most of the way there now, and I think you might enjoy seeing what I've done with it so far. The original arrangement was that the spanners and the like were all just hanging on a piece of wood on nails, but I thought I'd change it round a little bit so that I had it a little bit more organised. As you can see now, they're all on hooks and the sizes are all marked actually on the board. I also have spaces for the hammers, various sundries, and I've got the chisels and screwdrivers arranged in what used to be a kitchen drawer. Over this side the board is up, as you can see, and I've got my various bits and pieces hanging on there, including the Honda sign, which I finished painting the other week. The only other alterations I want to make is the hangers for the coats and stuff. I want to make a proper unit so that I can hang up my helmet and coat and jacket and what have you without it being in the way. Well, this is just a short one for today. I thought I'd just fill you in with where I am with everything and just give the bike a bit of a clean over. Anyway, I'll finish off in the usual way by saying look after yourselves, look after the people around you, don't forget all the rules, and of course always wear your mask. We're almost there. I believe it's the 29th of March when we can start getting out there. So until then, bye for now.